to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Moore, the man in motion. They're going for it. It's Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing now is Murray. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Murray again to Connor on the check down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone.
Normally when we think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A touchdown the differential. A 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
72. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On play action, it's Brady. Flush to his right. And he's able to find Miller. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie things up at 13. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as good running gets them to about the 44. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They run behind center with Connor. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And some room to roam now. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Murray. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. A fairly short kick from the 14, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Allen Lazard, 50 yards.
And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On play action, now Brady.
This one complete to Scott Miller. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and
now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six.
This one taken in by Otten.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. This is Miller, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Brady.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit.
Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 1st down, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his ends.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Brady now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now a play fake. Brady.
He's got Otten.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Brady.
Finding Otten once more. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Brady again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's Miller, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brady now on first down.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Succop. And this is back to an 8-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Rodgers now on first down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Rodgers will throw for it. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Miller.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second and 5.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Jones.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. To throw again on second down. Brady.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trying on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Dobbs.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down is Brady. Flushed out right.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, it's Brady. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
31's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now. 31's the mic. They're not ready for this.
Oh, he fakes a spike. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Mike Evans from 6 yards away.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
45, 45, 45, 45. You ain't going nowhere.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check back 45. Check back 45.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Jones.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I can hear it right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
A.J. Dillon
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Packers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
One final try now for Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Right to the air. Here's Murray.
Steps away. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 49 yards.
And the Cardinals need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Austin Ekeler, the running back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 26.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They snap it to Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
He's got the 1st down and more than that. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep here for Allen.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, Herbert. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Yep. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A loss of 2 there, second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give to Spiller, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Isaiah Spiller. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
Oh, I love your pops. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. And Anderson's got it. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Moore, the man in motion. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Herbert off of play action. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll try and run for it with counter.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Murray now on first down. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. To try again after the sack. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Murray now on first down. Rolling to his right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Flushed out right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And this will not be returned. We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
pulls it in at the 13. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1.
Eckler, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Eckler again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt.
And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where they're
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick-6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Murray trying again after the pick-6.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 after the 27.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Murray now.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34. Moore, the man in motion. Murray and company going for it on 4th. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Now Murray. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the gun on third down, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.